Oh, hi guys! Welcome to Ruthie's Kitchen. I'm just seasoning up some pork chops for dinner tonight. This is one of my many styles of how I season my meat, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible, give you as many measurements as possible as I remember them on the way, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So right now, you see I have a container full of Tupperware or bowl full of pork chops, and what I added to it was a little bit of vinegar. Okay, and here we go to the sink. We're going to empty out, add a little bit of water to that. I don't like the taste of vinegar too much, so takes away from the flavor of the meat. Rinse them out. Leave a little bit of water in it. Oops, I almost dropped the pork chop. Then I have myself a plate. We put the pork chops on top. And since I'm Spanish, I use all Spanish seasonings, but you know, you guys can use whatever seasonings you guys have. You guys can use salt, pepper, pretty much anything. I use adobo, because of course, like I said, I'm Spanish and it's one of my favorite flavorings. Sorry. So you just put about, I'd say, half a teaspoon, or maybe less on each side, a couple of sprinkles on each side of the pork chop. And you do that with every ingredient that you're going to use for every single pork chop. So I'm going to keep going here. A couple of sprinkles, like I said. Equivalent to about half a teaspoon, give or take. If you guys will like a lot of flavor, you guys can add a little bit more. I just have been doing this for so long, it's just, I pretty much know more or less how to put. I go by eye. Like I said, you take every single pork chop. You can do the boneless ones the same. I season pretty much my meats, I season them all the same. Depending on the meat, I tend to add more or less different flavors. So, but I try to keep it more or less the same. Wow, that is a big pork chop. And pork chops are really good with Spanish rice and beans, white rice. You can make them with plantains. You can make them with mashed potatoes. You can make them with potato salad. You can make them with everything. But tonight we're just going to have plain old pork chops for dinner tonight. And I just wanted to show you guys how it is that I season them. They smell delicious. I wish you guys could smell. So you do like that until you season them all. Every single one, like I said, about half a teaspoon, maybe less, for each pork chop of adobo. And then you go to your next ingredient, which will be garlic powder. And again, same concept, about half a teaspoon, maybe more, depending on how much more or less garlic you guys can try. And if you guys feel like it's lacking, then the next time just add a little bit more or take away. I'd say about half a teaspoon for each side. It's too much water in here. Okay. And then you just put them back inside the container that you had them in originally. And like I said, you do that for every single pork chop. Don't be afraid of getting dirty. Oops, there you go. I made a little boo-boo. Added a little too much, but you know what? A little garlic never goes wrong. A little extra garlic can never go too bad. If you hear any background noises, it's my sister, my sous chef, which you might see her in another video helping me out.
It's very good, guys. Should try it.
You guys should try, exactly, try this recipe at home. You know, you can find these easily in a regular store. These
Can never go wrong.
Exactly, you can never go wrong. Oops.
Smell it already. Oh, I wish you guys could smell it. It smells so good.
It's really good too. Then you let it marinate for a good 2-3 hours before you cook. Depending what time you have dinner, the best time to season your meat is usually like maybe 4 or 5 hours before you're going to cook the meat. That way it sits in the fridge, or even the night before. I usually do it the night before or 2 nights before. I got a little lazy. Alright, Okay, you're done with the garlic powder. You guys may say, oh my goodness, that's so much flavoring you're putting in your meat. But to be honest with you, in the end, when you bite into it, you're like, it's like an explosion of spices and flavor in your mouth. It's literally finger licking good chicken or steak or whatever you're having. In this case, we're having pork chops. Again, now you put some onion powder on every single piece, about half a teaspoon on each side, more or less, depending on if you like more onion powder, more flavor of onion or garlic, whatever. You guys can add to your taste buds, to your desires. So, I add about half a teaspoon, give or take, more or less. Do it to every single pork chop. Make sure you don't miss any little pieces. Don't be afraid. You can go hog wild with your flavorings. Trust me, my husband doesn't mind. He loves it. Or your boyfriend will love it, or your girlfriend, fiance, whoever you're cooking this dinner for. Trust me, they are going to love it. And you know what they say, ladies? A way to a man's heart is what? Through their stomach. And trust me, my hubby's not complaining. So let me finish seasoning these guys up. Very, very, very good. Very easy. Like I said, I forgot one. My bad. Very, very, very good. Okay. So you're done with those three. Those are like my three main. Okay. I add some steak seasoning. Gives it a little pop and kick of different extra flavors. And I like the way it adds, you know, like I said, it adds a lot of flavor to it. And with this, you could put less than half a teaspoon, a couple little sprinkles, because, you know, it all depends on if you like spices or not. And if you want, you guys can add pepper, ground pepper to this. Freshly ground black pepper, or you can even use red pepper crumbs. Whatever else you guys want to add to it, feel free to add or take away. You know, if there's certain things you guys can't eat, you can take away. You can add your own little kick to it, because, you know, I'm very open-minded, and I'm pretty sure your partner is too. Like I said, this is like one of my favorite recipes. This is my style of cooking. You know, I like to dabble in a lot of flavor and a lot of combinations, and everybody that eats my food literally doesn't want to, they can't stop with their fingers. And then I add a little bit of minced garlic. And I usually put all the, if I can open this. Oh, there we go. I usually add about a tablespoon. And what I do with it, I just throw it in there. Mix them all up. You know, mush it in there. So you can get it on every single one. So not only just one gets it, but all of them do. There you go. Let me rinse out my hands. Then you grab about a tablespoon, and then this is one of my secret ingredients I'm showing it to you guys. It's called Sofrito, and it's homemade. I'll show you in another video how to make this, so you guys can, even if you're not Spanish, you guys can use this in your rice. And I'll even teach you guys in another video how to make Spanish rice. So you put about 2 of these scoops in there. And again, just like I did with the garlic, you swirl them all around on every single piece. Believe you me, if you could smell this right now, your mouth would be watering. Kind of like mine is. This will instantly open up your appetite. One whiff of that, whoo, honey, your husband or your girlfriend, whoever, will be like literally at your feet, begging. And believe you me, I like to, when I cook my meat or any type of food that I cook, I usually leave my windows open. And you can literally smell this outside for miles to go. So last but not least, again, you're gonna have to do it in put every single pork chop on a plate again, and put some Sazon. And all my Spanish people, I'm pretty sure they know what this is. This is one of our famous things that we use. This adds color and it also adds flavor to whatever your meat is and even to your rice. So, sprinkle a little. Again, a couple little spritz here and there just to give it a little pop of color. Approximately about half a teaspoon, I'd say. Maybe less. Ow. By the bone. Oh my goodness, it smells so good.
It really does.
It smells divine. Makes me want to jump right into it. But I have to cook it first. So, but this is basically what you do, guys. And I'm going to continue seasoning these guys. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. And it was nice hanging out with you guys. Please come back to Ruthie's Kitchen, and also known as Ruthie's Best Meals. See you guys later. God bless you. Bye-bye.